Performance Show. I'm your host, Shamil Dalvi, and today's guest we have all the way from Northerns LFA, the current senior head coach of the senior team at Northerns LFA, Mr. Zaheer Simons. Zaheer, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, nice to have you here. Listen, yes, we're obviously going to talk all third division and local football and the fantastic Stream B that's been happening with all the excitement. But before we get there, let's talk a bit about Mr. Simons. Where's Mr. Simons from? How did you get involved in football?
Yeah.
What made you get involved in this crazy thing?
Okay, it's all started with my father basically. He used to run a club called Blackburn Rovers in the Bishop Lavis area. That's where I grew up. Played from the age of 3-4 years old. Then played, had a good career, sort of good. I actually played for Trinitarians when I was under 13. I went with him to the Champions League down in Louis Trichardt. And then went on from there. I got a national under 15 call up to train with the team at Hartleyville.
Okay.
And then something went wrong there. I never made it. The goalkeeper of Ajax made that time.
Were you a goalkeeper?
Yeah, I was a goalkeeper. And then looking at myself, the short person I am, you had to like weigh your options and ask yourself, what are you gonna make it as a professional footballer? Because every child's dream is to be a professional footballer. So I told myself, look, I'm not gonna make it. Be honest with myself, and I definitely didn't make it. I stopped playing at the age of 20.
Okay. Were you still? Which club were you at?
When I stopped playing at Bishop Lavis FC. Then I went into coaching. Started at Bishop Lavis with the under 15 B team, which I'm really proud to say that the following year, most of the players was in the B team, played in the A team, and we went to the engine.
Okay.
And we challenged at the engine. We ended in 4th in the engine.
Okay. Just before you, so the transition from going to a player to a coach. What made you decide to go? Okay, you decided now you're not gonna get.
Yeah.
What did you just want to still be involved in football?
I love football. Football's my life. It's part of my DNA, I think. So yeah, and then at that tournament, that was my second year of coaching. I won engine coach of the tournament.
Okay. What year was that?
I think it was 2017.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think it was the last year Santos hosted the tournament.
Oh yes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, and then from there the journey just went on and exploded, and then from there I got the offer to go to Chipa.
Okay.
Then I was working under the guidance of Gordon Witboy.
Yes.
Then we went from there. The academy closed down in Cape Town and then moved to PE. Then Gordon opened his own academy called, which was Play Clinic of Excellence, which I became the technical director of later on. The journey was great there. I learned a lot under Gordon's guidance.
Sure.
We took that club to great heights, and the amazing achievements we formed in that short period of time of 4 years. It was amazing. We have 2 players playing professional football now, which
From the
from the academy.
Okay.
And it was really great. It was a great experience. Then I went on to do some coaching courses, did some online coaching science courses also. Then at some sports science.
Yes.
And then I did the introduction course, SAFACT introduction course. Did the CAF B, did a maximal training with the late Tedemiti.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just when you were doing those courses, so obviously you've been coaching first, and then doing courses. How did you find, when you were at the courses? Because now obviously you look at what you've been doing. Sometimes you think, was it?
Yeah.
How did that sort of
look? It does play. Doing coaching courses is the way to go. You cannot just coach and think you know what you're doing. When you come there, there's so much more to coaching than anything that you thought. Sitting and watching TV or watching a game. When you go into the coaching courses, you see the game in different eyes.
Yes.
So yeah.
So you would recommend for any young coach?
Yes, definitely.
Go in, no matter what coaching course, just go and learn basically.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so from MPCE, you moved on from there?
I moved on from there, got opportunity to coach in the 3rd division at Kills River through a college called CAD for All.
Yes,
CAD for All owned a franchise under Kills River.
Yes.
Then I worked there. I was also giving futsal at the moment.
Okay.
So I was coaching football and futsal.
Yeah. How did that sort of did it help you with football? Because there is a difference. A lot of people don't know there's actually a difference.
My honest opinion, and I know a lot of people out there is going to kill me for it. I think the surface that they play on hurts our football players.
Okay.
It hurts the ankles, hurts the knees. Because some of the players don't play with the proper equipment.
Yeah, because
So,
they are equipment
exactly.
that you do that.
But because the sport is new in the country, it's developing still in the country. Look, I am forward from a youth development. I would definitely push players into playing futsal because there's more touches on the ball, the players more engagement with the ball.
Yeah. So it's a good foundation.
It's a good foundation. But moving up and you want to focus on football, then you must choose between the sports because it's two separate sports.
Yeah.
Futsal is not football.
Yeah.
It's different.
It's different, yeah. Okay, so from Kales River, there was obviously a move to Trinitarians, I think.
Yeah, then I resigned from Kales River and I resigned from Catfall. Then I decided to take a break, take a 2-3 month break just from football. Then the call came from Trinitarians.
And that was during the break. So
it was during the break.
Why does that always happen? Whenever a coach is on a break, there's something coming.
With me starting in Northerns, it wasn't a familiar, it wasn't unfamiliar grounds for me to go to. Then I went to Trinitarians, a guy called Luis Blankenberg, very good guy as well, pushed a lot into football and a lot into Trinitarians himself. He gave me a call, he asked me, am I available, so and so. I accepted it, we started there, then
and that's how
it began.
Okay, so
journey.
Okay, so that's about you.
Yeah.
Just before we go on to Trinis, when you go to, obviously coaching and there is a vision that you have in terms of preparing yourself. Do you think you have all the attributes to carry this journey on, with this journey in terms of coaching and go as high as you can?
Look, that's the goal. That's the goal. We do our coaching courses, and financial is not cheap.
Yeah.
So to pay it money and to not see yourself going through the ranks into the pro coaching ranks, it would be.
Yeah. So it is an investment in yourself.
Exactly.
If you have that going.
I chose coaching as my profession.
Okay.
I'm a full-time coach.
All right.
So
it's difficult, especially now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's very difficult.
Okay, so let's talk about Trinis. So Luis comes to you, approaches you with regards to coaching at Trinis. What was it from the onset trying to get promotion? Was there a goal, or was it just come Zaheer, come?
No, there was a goal.
Okay.
Luis and the executive and a few other guys at the club, they had goals and they wanted to achieve the goals. They were in the last year of their plan to win the LFA and win promotion. Then when I came in, when I accepted it, then the real thing started for me was to do research of what am I getting myself into, who's Trinitarians. I took about a week and a half to do just pure research on where the club is, where the club was, why the club's not achieving, or where the club comes. Because if you know, Trinitarians they're a big name in Cape Town football.
Yes.
If you look at the history of Cape Town football, they're also a big name in Cape Town football.
Yeah.
They had an NFD status, but that time they were split between inland and coastal.
Yeah.
So that was one of my biggest challenges, is to find the reasons why things are not happening. Then I found reasons. Then I went to why not winning the LFA league. Did research. I got logs and stuff from 5 years back. Did calculations, did a lot of thinking involved. Then I saw that they are losing the league every time in the first 5 games of the league, in the beginning of the season. So my main challenge and my main goal was to have a good start. So in order to have a good start, you need to have a good pre-season. So we had a very good pre-season. We had a 8-week pre-season. We played in 2 tournaments leading up to it. We didn't win the tournaments, but the preparation was good.
That was part of it.
It was proper preparation. First 5 games came, we picked up maximum points, which was great for us. It put us ahead. And then after that, it was just maintaining. We won the league with 4 games in hand. 4 games to go.
just to bring you back to the beginning, so you've done all your research and you've sort of on paper, in theory, you've seen what. So is it sort of, does it go in your mind where, okay, I need to get other players now, or is it the type of thing, okay, those players that are there, I can work with them, we can do this with those players?
Look, then I come back to Louis. Louis assembled a great bunch of players.
Okay.
I just came in and I did coaching.
Okay.
And he attracted all the players. So all credit should go to him and not to me.
Okay.
Because I feel that all the players and technical stuff that we had around it was his work.
So your support structure was in
great.
place, even at the LFA setup, it allowed you to focus on what you
pure coaching.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
And,
which is a lot what a lot of local coaches don't have.
Exactly.
They've got to handle all those type of things.
all those things. Like Louis took so much challenges and pressure off from me just to do my coaching, and it was great. It's a great experience.
Okay, no, that's good. Well, credit to them, yes. So now you've won the league. You won the LFA. That's up to the going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Was that sort of a different planning strategy?
Look, like I said, we had 4 games in hand. So what we tried to do in the last 4 games of the LFA league was to play a different style of football, play a more tournament football.
Okay, that's why.
So winning the league beforehand gave us great opportunity because other leagues were still going and going, and people were fighting till the end of the league, where we could adapt other style, other thinking again. Because the playoffs is a tournament, you lose, you're out.
Yeah.
So that was our thing. And if you look at our results in the playoffs, in our second game against Saxon Rovers, we went down twice in the game.
Okay.
And we came to win the game because of thinking like a tournament football.
Yeah.
And that was our whole holistically approach to the tournament.
Did you find the players adapting easy to that approach at those last 4 games? I mean,
look, that's why I come again to Louis. The players he brought in was so versatile. I could change the system week in, week out to adapt to the opponents we're playing. Yeah. And it worked for us.
Okay. Okay, awesome. Then you're in the 3rd division. You make it to the final. So you guys in Jamestown, then won promotion that year. So now obviously it's planning a game. Yeah. Right. Now we have to tackle the 3rd division. What happened there? Is it the same place? Because obviously we're not privy to see the games of the LFA. So
look, 95% of the team is exactly the team from the LFA.
Okay.
We got new recruitments in to strengthen the team. We also got in some unders. Okay. We also use of the club's unders as well. Okay. So yeah, but I feel that if you look back to our first game in the 3rd division, you could see we were nervous.
Let's talk about that game.
You were at that game. You were at that game.
Yeah.
We were scrapping.
Before we talk about that game, okay, so because you guys started the 2nd week, I think.
Yeah.
Was there a goal for this season in the 3rd division, and also the season, the type of season that it was? So you were only going to face about 8 teams.
Yeah.
It wasn't everybody. Was there a goal?
Look, when the decision came from SAFA that teams can pull out or they can play, and they're going to play 2 streams, we said go for it because we felt that it should be a bit easier playing lesser games, so you can put all your focus onto lesser games and playing a 30-game league. Definitely. We want to be going for it.
Okay, you went for it then. Okay.
Yeah.
Then let's talk about that first game. Yeah, because I must be honest, after that first game, because it was against Blue Gum, it was a tight game. I saw a team that wanted to play ball, but the surface didn't allow it.
Exactly.
And yet they tried, and I thought to myself, nah, I like Coach Zaheer, but not gonna do. But then you proved me wrong.
Yeah.
And when did you realize that, hang on, we can actually do something?
Look, it's all about trends in football. The trend in the 3rd division, it isn't about nice football at the end of the day.
No.
And as a modern football coach, as I see myself as a modern football coach, I follow trends in football. And in South Africa, the trend in the 3rd division, you can't the facilities and the stuff don't allow you to play football the way it should be played.
Yeah.
But no one's saying the football we're playing in the 3rd division is not football.
Yeah.
It's still football.
Yeah, still football.
So we had with that. We had to change a couple of things. We had to go a bit more direct in our game plans. And yeah, and like I said before, our players could adapt.
So you had that in your arsenal. So when sort of did you realize ons gaan 'n bietjie seer maak hier so met die mense?
From the 2nd game.
From the second
first
game. Okay.
Because we came to Bonteville, played at Bonteville, and the surface was bad.
Yeah.
And then we told ourselves, look, we're not going to find turfs or green carpets waiting for us on the other side.
Yeah.
And we need to change something because luckily I knew what to expect in the third division. But the type of players I had, they're very, very good football playing players. So they could adapt to situations.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then let's talk a bit about the players. I know as a coach it's not easy to sort of highlight players or so. But look, I'm going to talk about guys like Ruben Jacobs.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw him as an under for Riverside years ago. And when I saw him in a Trinitarians jersey, obviously carrying a bit of extra weight. And, you know, for me, as an outsider, those are players that you can sort of depend on. And,
look,
and how many of those players do you sort of have in the squad?
We get to Ruben. Ruben is Trinitarians out and out. He's a Trinitarians boy from junior years. Very good. Very, very good.
Yeah.
I class him as one of the best left footers I've ever coached. Our squad is so balanced. You cannot single players out. Our captain is very good. Jason Reiters, very good captain. Yeah. We have Roberto Collins. Or false 9, plays 10 sometimes. We have Leoben Poseidonov, we have Dowdy.
So you feel you have the full package?
Look, we definitely have the full package. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about some of the games in the third division in the season that you've had so far. Are there any games that sort of stand out? Tough games that you thought, not going to make it here, coming back?
Look, I knew coming into the league and coming into the stream, and Nova Park and Silver Spurs are going to be our teams that we're going to face hardship at. We had some surprises where we had defeat. It was against Silver Spurs in the first
game. That was at your home.
We're leading 3-1.
I think 4-3 was the end.
Yeah, 4-3. They scored 3 goals in 5 minutes.
Okay.
So that's it. But the games at Nova Park, well, I would say the second round game was a humdinger.
Yeah, well, unfortunately all of us couldn't be there. But getting the updates, and that result was 5-4. Yeah, 5-4. It was a very good football game. You could see both teams wanted it. But and they all went for it. We wanted it more. But that's one thing I wanted to also ask in terms of how do you handle the squad, the players in terms of rotation? Because I mean, look, that weekend, I mean, I know we were looking at all the permutations that could take place, and there was no other way but you had to win that 2 games, which was after each other. Look, I think it comes down based on the psychological part of football. Our players knew that they had to win it, and preparation towards the weekend was very mellow. Yeah, because that also put pressure on you. Exactly. We didn't speak of the 6 points. There was nothing discussed. Where we made a mistake was the Vasco game. Yes, let's go. If we won that game, we would have been in the race, picking up the 6 points as well. We would have been in the lead. Yes. We made a mistake there as technical staff and coaching to put a bit of added pressure on. The log was in the players' ears, but there was added pressure. So all I told the guys, the technical team, was, look, let us leave everything. Leave that social media to be on there. Don't worry about the log. Don't worry about anything. Let's go and be ourselves. And that helped us a lot. Character, a lot of character. Players, a lot of character. Look, I think we were at the Silver Spurs game, and I think we saw a side that dominated, that wanted it. Yes, I think Silver Spurs wasn't there on the day, but it can also be because of because you played in that manner. So right now, as it is, you are 30 points, and Nova Park's on 31. Everybody's equal. I think you guys are third because of goal difference. Obviously, it's a game to play for. It's still a bit in your hands. Half and half. Who's your last game against? Jamestown, okay. And what did you guys do in the first? We beat them 2-0. Okay. And you're playing at home? Yeah, playing home. Yeah. So you're confident about that? Look, we're definitely confident. We're not going to take our foot off the pedal now. So we're going to go for it. We're going to definitely give it our best shot.
if it's not the football gods' fate for us to be crowned champions this year, then we'll definitely give it another go next year.
How do you keep the guys now with this break now? Obviously forced break and everything that's happening.
Look, we haven't discussed yet. The players are basically at home now. Honestly speaking, they're at home. Because we're not sure how long it's going to be.
Yeah.
And
Are you trusting them to be disciplined in terms of the
yeah,
fitness?
players have sent videos in, they are jogging, they are doing certain things. So there hasn't been a program sent out to them because we're not sure how long.
Yeah,
they're going to be.
Yeah, you don't know how to manage it at the moment. Then I think that the next thing to ask me is like sort of what's next. I mean, if be it you make it or you don't make it. Let's say you don't make it. Let's be pessimist first. You go back to the drawing board next year, go again.
Look, definitely, the club will definitely go back to the drawing board and look where we went wrong and do the research and how can we improve ourselves as Trinitarians. That's definitely.
And for Coach Zaheer,
look,
more learning, more.
Yeah, definitely. Look, I have a 1-year contract with Trinitarians now for the season, so it's up for renewal. If it happens, it happens. If it happens, it don't happen. So.
Okay, so I know you on your KFB.
Yeah.
When that A comes, you
definitely
going. About coaching, if your AFA opportunity comes along, what is your view on that? Do you go for it? Do you?
Yes, that is my next goal. So look, we are waiting to finish the KFB. So if I'm done with it, I have enough credits to go and do the UEFA. And I'll definitely do it.
Okay. Look, I think that's all from our side. Thanks for coming through, and obviously we wish you, like we wish everybody the best of luck on that last day. We can't wait. I think it's good for Cape Town football, for South African football, and whichever team goes through, I think it is going to be a good representation of our local football. Is there anything else you want to add?
No, I'm actually good.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me the platform to do this.
Well guys, we've come to the end of the show. Please remember to watch the link at the bottom and subscribe to all our social media platforms, and we'll see you next time.